What is good, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and I'm back at you with another video. In today's video, it's going to be another one of these little cliche 5 things I love about my 2013 Mustang. And if you stay for the whole length of the video, I will throw a little 6 bonus thing I love about this car in there. It's not really going to be in the 5, it's just going to be a bonus one that, you know, you have to do some stuff to the car to get it there, but I'll throw it in for you guys. And please do me a favor, please watch the video from beginning to end. I would appreciate it so much, and hit that subscribe button. You guys are amazing. And we'll get into it right away with the first one right behind me, the tail lights. Forgive me, my car's a little dirty, but I love the 13 and 14 tail lights. I know the S197 was 05 to 14, but the 13s and 14s, in my opinion, came with the best tail lights of any Mustang any year, and that's my opinion. I love these tail lights. These ones are aftermarket. They are the Euros from Mustang lights, but just the OEM ones that have the red right here, chef's kiss. Perfect. In my opinion, you can't get any better tail lights than these ones right here, and they're awesome. The Euros just set it off that much more. I still have my OEM ones, and I don't know if I'm gonna sell them or not, but that is the first thing I love about this car. And the second one kind of has to do with something a little similar, but it's just the overall design of the car. Just the body lines, the style of the car. Just, in my opinion, one of the best looking, scratch that, the best looking Mustang you can get is the 13 and 14s. Just, they look so aggressive, and the more you upgrade them, they just get better and better. But yeah, just these body lines, thing is aggressive. Like I said, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I know the sliding's terrible, my bad. And I would be driving the car around and sharing these opinions with you guys of the top 5 things I love. But unfortunately, she has an oil leak, so I'm not driving it. I gotta wait for the oil pan gasket to come in before I could drive it again. Gotta do all that. Not fun. And these top 5 things I'm talking about are in no order specific. Number 1 is not the best, number 5 is not the worst. They're just in the order I'm saying them. So don't think that because I said taillights as the first one, that's like my favorite thing. No, I'm just going in a random order. And on to the third thing. Hold on, lens is a little dirty. I'm gonna try to make this a little quicker video so it's not too long. It's freezing out and I can't drive the car around because of the oil leak. But the third thing that I love about this car is the engine. The 5-liter Coyote is an amazing engine. You could agree, disagree, I don't really care. In my opinion, it's one of the best motors Ford's ever came out with. I know this is the Gen 1. 11 to 14 had the Gen 1s, and 15 to 17 had the Gen 2, 18 and up had the Gen 3, and then the new S650 coming out is getting the Gen 4. These motors are just awesome, and forgive me, I know it's a little dark, but they're so easy to work on. You know, from factory they make 420 horsepower to the crank, and for a 13 that was pretty good. You know, I'm not complaining, but they sound amazing, easy to work on, easy to upgrade. And I know the 13, well, the Gen 1s can't take too much boost, but they can take, you know, around 650 without hurting the engine. Without having to build it, which is a good amount. But yeah, I just love this engine, man. Love it so much. And you can tell mine's not stock, you know. I got the cold air intake, took off the plume cover. Hate that ugly plastic thing. But yeah, this whole engine bay is about to look different here in a like few months, give or take, when it starts warming up. It's way too cold out. It's like 1 o'clock right now and it's like 40 something. I know us Californians complaining about 40, but it's cold out for me. But yeah, the engine, just an amazing engine. One of my favorite engines that Ford's ever made, if not my favorite. And the fourth thing that we're gonna talk about kind of has to do with what I was covering with the engine, is the aftermarket mods for these cars. The support is wild. There's so much you can do to these cars. It's crazy. From, you know, wheels, suspension, interior. Don't mind my dirty interior, but I have the full, pretty much full carbon interior with Recaros. But it's just an all-in-one like package. Is just all the mods you can do to this car. They have so many in the aftermarket industry. It's crazy, wild. You know, you can make your car so unique. You could also make it look like, forgive me, a lot of other people's cars. But there's just so much you can do to these cars. Forgive the crappy lighting. My GoPro's taking a minute to adjust to me moving around, but you know, it's just awesome, all the mods that they have out there. And I've done a crap ton to my car, and I would say I'm not even halfway done. There's so much more I want to do. But yeah, that's number 4. It's just the aftermarket support for these cars is crazy, wild. All right, number 5, I kind of said it in talking about the engine in this car, but it's just how easy this car is to work on. You know, I do most of the work myself, my boy and me. Like, pretty much this car has been done by me and one of my friends, like everything to it. There's only a select few things I've took it in and paid for people to do, and one of those was the K member, the tubular K member, just because I didn't have a lift and it was super hard to do on jacks and I just wasn't trying to mess with it. But this car is just everything about it. The engine, suspension, everything is easy to work on, which I love. It's just, out of all the cars I've worked on in my life, this has to be one of the easiest cars ever, and I enjoy it. It can be a pain in the ass, you know, every car is, but it's super simple. I compliment Ford engineers for making it pretty easy to work on. You know, if you have any sort of mechanic knowledge, even if you don't, it's an easy car to learn on. Like, honestly, when I got this car, I didn't know too much. You know, I'm a certified YouTube mechanic. Everything I've learned about this car is off YouTube. So that being said, if I can work on this car, if I can change the oil pump gear and the crank sprocket, you guys can too. Because when I first got this car, I didn't know, like, I knew the basics. I knew how to change oil, brakes, you know, the little stuff, all the easy stuff that most people should know. But having this car and wanting to modify it and working on it has taught me a lot. You know, I'm a lot better at working on any car now. So yeah, that's the 5th thing that I enjoy about this car, well, love about this car. And I'm probably gonna end the video right here. If you guys have made it, Jesus, I can't talk. If you guys have made it this far in the video and watched all the way through, I truly appreciate you guys. You are amazing. And if you would like, comment, and subscribe, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Can hear me, but that's the bonus thing I love about this car. It's how it sounds when you upgrade the exhaust. It's amazing. coming from the oil pan. I'm guessing the gasket's just old, and when I did the oil pump gear, not replacing the oil pan gasket made it leak, but all the smoke coming out is just from it being cold. You know, it's cold as shit out. That's a cold start. So yeah, that's the bonus thing. And my exhaust is fully upgraded, so you know it's not gonna sound like the stock. I have headers, X pipe, and then axle back, so nothing stock about it except the over axles.